The drive-thru. I'm your host Tony T as we broadcast live on Pig Dogs and its Sports Chat Plays YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. We want to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and its Sports Chat Plays. So let's take a peek at who will be on the show here for today. All right, with us today is Jovan Burts, Ninos, Zawacky, Brad Francis, and Brian Bitler. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. Bitler, Francis, Burts, Zawacky, Ninos, and then I will close this one out. All right, if you haven't noticed, Chris has moved to the morning, so I'm flying solo here on the drive-thru. So let's go ahead and let's get the show underway. Let's welcome Brian Bitler to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs. Does a lot of work up there with his videos, and he's part of the morning crew at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Brian, what's happening?
Lots of fun. It was my worst weekend, I think, handicapping in 2022. But I'm ready. This is a new week. It's Monday. Ready to start fresh and bounce back with a solid week. Nice card tonight.
Yeah, nice card tonight. Some good for a Monday. Good baseball on the board and nothing in the daytime. We got some games starting about half an hour from now, but a 12-game card altogether. Some hockey and some NBA. So we're going to look at a hockey one tonight. The late night game on TNT at 9:30. Features the Blues to host the Avalanche here. The Avalanche here, $1.60, total 6.5.
Yeah, for me, I really love the value here with the playoff tested St. Louis Blues. I think they let Game 3 slip away late in that one. Now have their backs to the wall here in Game 4. I really think they should be able to come out here and get the job done at home, where they're 8-3 the last 11 home games. Blues are also solid playing on a Monday. They've won 7 of their last 8 games on a Monday. For this price here, I'm going to back the St. Louis Blues on the money line. I think they get it done. At least put a little scare into Colorado.
All right, Brian here on the Blues plus 140 here against the Colorado Avalanche. Of course, the big news from this series is when we saw Binnington out with that knee injury, that he's going to be out for the rest of this series. He tried to do some practice. They threw some shots on him. He wasn't able to really stretch it out and is out for the series.
Yeah, hopefully. I think with the Blues goaltenders, they're pretty much interchangeable. I mean, Binnington has the playoff experience and playoff tested, but I think I think they can get through it.
All right, Ryan here on the Blues here, plus 140 against the Avalanche. This one will have a start time at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The hockey is on TNT. The NBA is on ABC. All right, Brian, let's click over at Pig Dogs Premier for tonight. We're showing profit here in Major League Baseball. This is a bounce back week for you here today. We have a good card on hand from baseball. Still 12 games on the card. We got that NBA game and 2 hockey. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I'm smelling a sweep tonight. I'm due at least. I got my Monday night money shot 3-pack. It includes my 2 best bets in Major League Baseball, along with my NBA best bet. 3 best bets for $40 at pickdogs.com. Premium picks. Or team me up with one of the handicappers in the 2-for-1 capper special. I know Chris Ruffalo, number 1 last 7 days. But also, I think Big Al, number 1 for the year. So lots of great cappers. Make sure you check out the leaderboard.
Yeah, check out the leaderboards over at Pig Dogs. Get on board with Brian Bitler over at Pig Dogs. Premium showing good profit here from the MLB for this season. And, of course, tonight over at the site, he's got an NBA President's Choice up there, top play from the NBA. Also, money shot from MLB. He's put together a Monday money shot 3-pack. Takes his 3 best bets, 2 from MLB, 1 NBA, puts it together in an affordable 3-pack, just $40. Or if you prefer a long-term pass, this is a Monday, so it's a good time to get on board with Brian's 7-day all sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for 7 days. That would include all his Major League Baseball, all his hockey. There's a lot of hockey, so we're just barely in the second round of these playoffs. So a good time to get on board with that 7-day pass on hockey. NBA, so you can add a second capper with that 7-day pass with the 2-for-1 cap promotion, as Brian was mentioning, even greater value there, right? Brian, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you later in the week, but I know you contribute a lot here on Pig Dogs. You have your 2 videos that you produce, as well as the morning shows.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out my Take It to the Bank free video every single morning on the Pig Dogs YouTube channel, along with my Fast 5 selection video. It includes my free picks I gave out in the morning show. So make sure you tune into that every day. I think the times have been changing around, but I think we're looking at 10 o'clock basically every day. I got to keep Ruffalo in line.
At 10 a.m., make sure you mix that.
No more eating cookies.
His second alarm clock.
Yeah. Got to keep the cookies away from him.
That's right. Keep them tuned in. All right, Brian, have yourself a great weekend. Get the sweep in. We'll talk with you Friday.
All right. Have a good weekend. Have a good week.
You got it. Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. Let's continue hard with the drive-thru here. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show, 10 a.m. Eastern time. You've got Mitch, you've got Brian Bitler, and you've got Chris Ruffalo there in the mornings to give out free picks. Talk about the industry news, a little bit of betting tools talk as well. And don't forget Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, 10 a.m. Eastern time every day here on a Pick Dogs YouTube channel, including weekends. Of course, don't forget the 2 shows preceding ours. We have the betting tools show as Mitch takes his betting tools, creates some picks. And of course, we got Goran's soccer show. So tune in then leading up to our drive-thru here at 6 p.m. each time. And we got a show once a week, every Wednesday. It's the MMA show with Mills and Brad Francis. And Brad is our next guest. So let's bring in Brad right now. Brad, what's happening?
What's up, Tony? How's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. All right, here we go. 8:30 Eastern time injury drama in this one here as the Celtics host the Heat. The Celtics 7, total 206.
Yeah, man. Like you said, these guys are just beating up on each other. Most likely it looks like the Warriors are going to come out of that Western Conference Finals, and they're going to be whoever they play, man. The team's going to be beat up. But back to this game, I'm loving the Celtics against the spread here. The Celtics throughout these playoffs, they've been known to bounce back after losing a game. During the series against the Bucks, they were down in games 3 on 3 different occasions throughout that series and came back to win the series. We saw them get beat bad by the Heat in game 1. They came back, looked great in game 2. They lost in game 3. So I think they come back in the right way in this one tonight. They are 5-0 ATS in their last 5 following an ATS loss. Now I'm just going to keep riding this trend, like you said. I mean, the Heat, they're going to be without Tyler Hero. Jimmy Butler's coming in this one all banged up. So, Celtics on their home court, their crowd's going to be into it. I see a double-digit win. I can see this one getting ugly for the Heat. So, give me the Celtics here. What is it? -7 right now. I don't know. I don't care what it is. I think they win by double digits.
All right, Brad, here going to go ahead and take the Celtics here to -7 against the Heat. Yeah, when you look at the Celtics, they've lost 4 playoff games. They've come back, won, and covered each of the following games by an average margin of victory of 20 points. I mean, they've just pounded teams.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, in these playoffs, there hasn't been that many trends where it's like obvious trends. But one thing about the Celtics, they lose a game, they're going to come back and show you what's up the next game. So, that's been one of the more steady trends this NBA playoff. So I think it's a great time to ride it tonight, especially with the Heat players being all banged up.
Yeah, a lot of banged up players here. Butler, this knee is the one you got to be really concerned about. Lowry's been dealing with a hamstring. It looks like he is on target to go. Tucker, who's a force down low, he's on target to go. He's another one that's banged up. So the Heat really banged up here, and we'll see what happens again if the Heat falls behind. This is the thing here with these players banged up. Brad, if the Heat fall behind in that fourth quarter and it hits doubles, I don't know if you go back to these guys that are banged up and try and go for that miracle win. I think you just sit them back and then take your lumps. What do you think?
Yeah, and I agree. And I feel like that's just the vibe I get from this game. I think the Heat know that, hey, all right, we're up 3-2. Let's not give it all. They're probably going to give it all, but you know what I'm saying? They may take a little bit off the gas knowing that, hey, we're up 3-2. If we lose this one, we go back to Miami. Let's try to save our players energy, save our players injuries, and take this one a little lightly. So I feel like that may be the mindset for this one. So I totally agree with you there.
All right, Celtics laying 7 here against the Heat. This one will have a start time of 8:30 Eastern time. This one will be televised over on ABC. You find the hockey on TNT. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Stream here. We're showing great profit here the past 7 days. 705 units of profit, which all documented over at the site. So if you go to Brad's handicapper page, you can check every play that he's released. It's graded immediately on the board. Still have 12 games to go here in Major League Baseball. The NBA game, 2 from hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep this momentum going. I feel like I'm on a heater right now, so I'm going light today. I have an NBA pick. Like I said, I love the Celtics pick, but I got a pick I love even more. It's my 5-star NBA play tonight, so check that one out. It's only $24.99. Like Tony said, there's a lot of great games on tonight, but I want to keep this momentum strong. I want to stay on this heater, and I want to stay undefeated. So, hey, give me just one play today, 5-star NBA play.
Big 5-star NBA play here from Brad Francis over at Pick Dog. Get on board with it, $24.99. Of course, if you prefer the long-term pass, where he's been showing some great numbers here, get on board with a 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all of Brad's plays for that period of time you select when you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase. Also, if you're interested in just the NBA playoffs, he does have an NBA full playoff package discounted to $150. The remainder of the NBA postseason here for that low price, so get on board with that. You can put that in your basket as you're doing your shopping over at Pick Dogs. You get on Brad Francis's page and get on board with that big play from the NBA, or go with a long-term pass. Here it is, a Monday, a good time to get that 7-day out pass. Get all the weekday plays and the weekend plays here from Brad Francis for that 7 days, include all his NBA, his MLB as well, NHL. He'll sprinkle in as well. So you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Brad, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you later in the week. But I know you also contribute to Pick Dogs with your MMA show with Mills.
Yes, sir. MMA show every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. On the drive-throughs Monday and Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's my schedule on Pick Dogs. Love doing this. So, yeah, next time I'll see you guys is Wednesday.
All right, you got it. Check out Brad on Wednesday here right after us. It'll be 7 Eastern time with the MMA show with Mills. All right, Brad, continue that success. We'll talk with you later in the week.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
You got it. Brad Francis here on the drive to guys. Keep those likes, those coming in. We greatly appreciate it here. And of course, as we mentioned, subscribe, set the notifications when we go live. We want you here. Don't miss any of the picks. So get notified when we are live here on the show. All right, and if you miss any of our picks, we'll give you a complete recap at the end of the show. Ninos will help us out with that. Next up is Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. So bring Jovan right now. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? How are you?
I'm doing great. Feeling good this week. Ready for a big week here. A lot of baseball, some NBA here. Getting closer and closer to the NBA Finals. And, of course, the hockey's been exciting. But tonight we're going to baseball here. And this one is a late-night game here, about 9:40 Eastern time, featuring the Giants here hosting the Mets. The Giants $1.40. Total sits here at 7.5.
Yeah, and I'm on the over in this one. You know, David Peterson, we haven't seen him for about a month. He was demoted to AAA, even though he was pitching good. You know, he had a 1-0 record. Team was 3-0 in his starts, 1.89 ERA, and I don't know why they demoted him, but they did. Meanwhile, you got Alex Carbo on the mound, and he has a 5.61 ERA, and he got tagged for 7 runs in Colorado his last start. Before they was pitching okay, give up two runs, 1 run, 3 runs, or whatever in his starts, and basically pitches 5 innings. And in the last few starts he has at least, but it's besides the one in the debacle in Colorado. But the problem that I have in this game is that neither of these bullpens are pitching too hot. They've been getting tagged lately. I believe the Mets are in the 4 ERA range, and the Giants are in the 5 ERA range. And I think on the back end, you're gonna see some runs getting scored, and it's gonna bring us over this 7.5 total that I believe is at now. So, my advice: take the over in this game.
All right, we got Jovan here saying go over the total here, over 7.5 here with this Mets and Giants game. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed here with this Giants team is their bullpen has not performed well. I think if you look over their past 10 games, they're approaching ERA in the mid-4s or near 5. It's not been good here, and they've kind of been on this lose streak of late, losing 4 straight to a division rival here in the Padres. Now you get a playoff quality team like the Mets coming in here, and this is a team that's lost. The Giants have lost 6 of 8.
Yeah, it seems like they got exposed against the Padres this weekend. And, when you got the Mets coming into town, you might get further exposed if they keep on playing like this, especially their bullpen. That's for sure.
No doubt about that. And a little weather forecast here for this game. It does show the wind blowing about 9 miles per hour out. So for those hitters, you'll get straight center. So you can get some of the balls carrying in. It's a pitcher's park. Still, when you get the wind blowing out, you can get some balls over that fence.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm hoping for. Need that.
All right. That's right, especially with the bullpen who struggles as well. Mets Giants over total here of 7.5 runs. This one will have a start time 9:40 Eastern time over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here. We're showing good profit here in the NBA. We do have that one NBA game up on the board, Celtics and Heat. We have as well as 12 games still to go here in Major League Baseball. We have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to get money with my Money Bag Monday 3-pack. It's an NBA 3-pack. I got 2 plays, both sides in total, in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and I got a MLB pick mixed in with that. You can also catch me on my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, because I got an extra baseball play. Also match me with one of the other handicaps, so the 2-for-1 Kappa promotional. It's all here, Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get it, guys. Get on board here with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium, showing good results here in the NBA for this season. As doing great work all overall, showing profit for 2022 in all sports combined. Of course, he has a 3-pack up there. He's put together an Eastern Conference Finals 3-pack over at Pick Dogs Premium, and also with an MLB pick as well. So he puts together a 3-pack, 2 plays from the basketball game, 1 from baseball, his best bet into a 3-pack. Affordably priced, just $39.99, so you can get on board with that. Of course, if you prefer the long-term passes, as Jovan's performed great here, get that 7-day all-sports pass here. So it's a Monday, so once you get through Monday through Sunday's action, make sure you get the weekend in there. 7 days of premium picks here from Jovan. For affordable pricing over there at Pick Dogs, of course, just $139, and that amounts to just $20 a day for the 7 days, right? So that's pretty good value there when you get Jovan's 7-day all sports pass. Considering you buy a 3-pack for $40, you can get it, chop it down to 20 when you get the 7-day pass, and the rest of his plays. I'm sure he'll have bigger cards as we move deeper into the week and into the weekend. So get that 7-day pass, and you could match him up with another capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jovan, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you again later in the week. But I know you also contribute a lot over at Pick Dogs with your videos. We've seen some of your parlays up there as well.
Yeah, do my 2-team parlay. Sometimes I'll have an extra game in there, put in a 3-team parlay. That's every night thing. So, go in and check that out. And of course, here on Mondays and Fridays. And then I do the weekend shows on Saturday and Sunday. So a lot of free picks.
A lot of free picks there. Follow Jovan. He's very reliable. His plays are up there all the time. You see his parlays. You see his videos and he guest on all the shows with terrific picks, terrific handicapping, good research as well. All right, Jovan, continue that success, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a good night. See you on Friday.
See you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on The Drive to. Let's continue our coverage here. Tony Flying Stone. In case you didn't get the news, Chris now on the morning shows with Mitch, 10 a.m. Eastern time every single day. So make sure you tune in. As we always talk about, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. And, of course, set that notifications. We want to see all of you live when we hit the air so you don't miss any of the picks. So set those notifications if you would. Let's continue here on the drive-through here. Flying Solo. By the way, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. El Ninos will help us out with that. Let's bring in Rod Zawacky up next. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Pretty must like the way things are going in that Edmonton Oilers and Calgary series. How you doing there, Rod?
How can I not complain? I got nothing to complain about in that series. Edmonton Oilers taking a nice 2-1 lead last night. And how can you not? Look at McDavid. He's playing lights out.
Yeah, he's playing lights
so
out.
The team. Yeah. Mike Smith has shown up. Sure, he had a bad start in Game 1 there, but he's definitely turned it on and played lights out Game 2 and Game 3. And it's looking good. Still early. Lots of series left to go in that one. So,
yes. Hey, we could see the teams behind you in the finals. Rangers, Oilers. Is that what you're looking at?
It could be possible. These Rangers need a lot of help, though. They're
well,
their backs against the wall, and stranger things have happened, but you still got to get through the team we're going to talk about here
Carolina,
tonight.
Yeah, because they can't win at home. The problem, Carolina can't. Right? They can't win at home. All you got to steal. All you got to do is steal a road game, and you win the series.
And you can win the series, right? Yeah. Because Carolina on the road, not so good.
No, I will say this about the Oilers: as long as they play, I love their toughness, but they got to play smart, not dumb. They can't get guys in the box. That's the deal with the Oilers.
Correct, right? Once they start taking it's when they take the too many men penalty. I've seen it so many times this year that all of a sudden the Oilers will be like too many men, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good. That means their head's not in the game, and they'll do it more than once too. When you see it, they'll do it like 2-3 times in the game, and it's like, it's not good news. Like they did in Game 1, they took the same thing. They took too many men penalty, and they become undisciplined. They very easily to get unraveled. Is what this Oilers team is.
Yes. They up here. They got to fix. They got to get fix this fixed. Quickly, and that comes with experience. Because if you're in the box, we see the number. When you're in the box, you're going to lose these playoff games. You got to stay out of the box.
Their biggest pickup, I think, this season was picking up Duncan Keith. And a little bit veteran grit and on the blue line there, which has definitely helped out their blue liners. And I don't care what anybody says, picking up Evander Kane, ever since they got Evander Kane, the Oilers have been playing lights out hockey. They took a chance on the guy, and people doubted him and said, hey, don't take this guy. And look what he did last night. Hat trick.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I was happy to see the guy. I knew he wanted a fresh start. and I wanted to prove people wrong and say, hey, I'm not a bum. I'm a good hockey player.
Yeah, man, he's proving that here. Here we go with we got Rod's Hockey Play tonight, 7 Eastern Time on TNT. Lightning looking for the closeout here with the 3-0 lead. We'll be hosting the Panthers. Lightning $1.25, total 6.5.
Yeah, and we're looking at this. We're going to look at the total here. We're going to take the under. Undoubtedly, why not? You look at this the Lightning team, and they've just been shutting down the Panthers. This Panthers team that was potent and known for scoring lots of goals on offense, well, it sure dried up here in this series. It's actually dried up in the playoffs. This Panthers team, hey, they got a power play goal, but they are 1 for 28 on that power play in these playoffs, which is not very good. That's not going to get it done. If you're not scoring special teams goals, it's very tough to win hockey games. So you look this Tampa Bay team, their penalty kills playing lights out. In 33 penalty kills, have only given up 5 goals. So this defense is playing lights out. Just champions. They're the champs for a reason. You look at this Panthers team, 8-4 to the under in their last 12 games. And this Tampa Bay team, like I said, they've just been pouring on the defense, shutting down the Panthers, scoring 4-1 the last 5 games to this under. You look at the Panthers, 4-0 to the under, following a loss of 3 or more goals. And Panthers are also 6-0 to that under after scoring 2 goals or less in the previous game. Tampa Bay 4-0 to the under the last 4 meetings in Tampa Bay between these two teams. 7-2 the last 9 meetings to the under. So we're gonna go with the under here. You can. I'm gonna take the under 6. You can take the 6.5 if you want. I like the under 6. You can get that at some plus money. I see a plus 105, plus 110 spots. I think at worst you get pushed, but I think we can easily get under 6. I got this as like a 3-2. Maybe we might get 4-2, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think we got a lower scoring one. You can get under 6. Get a nice plus money there.
Florida's been held to 1 goal in each game. They don't get to 2.
Right?
They don't get to 2. My only concern is if they pull the goalie, in an elimination game. But again, when you're down 0-3, your head you're so down, you don't even think of pulling the goalie with 4 minutes left. A lot of times in this spot. And if it's a closer series, you probably would. But in a series like this, you just want to get out of there.
It depends what the score is. What if it's 3-0, and then probably not going to pull a whole lot of goalie. But if it's close, I can see a 2-1, even 2-1, and they pull the goalie, they can score a couple, 3-1, 4-1, still get under the number.
Yeah, so, still under the number.
I definitely like the under, even if they have to pull the goalie late.
Yep. The power play has been horrible here for the Panthers in the playoffs. Tampa Bay Lightning, Florida Panthers under 6. Don't go the juice way. Take it with the plus way. And with 6, Rod's okay with that. And this one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. The hockey tonight is on TNT. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight. We've got good action here. 12 games on the board for Major League Baseball. We got those 2 from hockey. The NBA game between Celtics and Heat. What do you have going on over the site?
And going on over at Pick Dogs Premium, head on over there and grab my magnificent Monday triple, where you get my best bet from each one of the sports. My best play in the NHL, my best play in MLB, and my best play in tonight's NBA action as well. You can get all 3 over there at Pick Dogs Premium. Or like we say, now's the time. Grab one of those 3-day, 7-day, even 30-day. We still got 2 more rounds of the NHL playoffs to go. We still got another round of the NBA. So a week will get you well into those rounds. Month will get you finish you the rest of the playoffs. Plus we got MLB, and next thing you know, the football will be right around the corner. As we know, time flies. It's almost June. Couple months away, and we'll have NFL back in action.
NFL back.
Plenty of options. Jump on over.
The CFL is getting close to training camp, aren't they? CFL.
Oh yeah. I think they already are in training camp and been working out. So definitely have that ready to go. I believe next week, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we'll have some preseason going.
Yeah, keep an eye on those preseason. Kind of
CFL.
they're under the radar type of games, those preseason and CFL. But we're getting close here, guys. Get on board here with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got that magnificent Monday triple. Puts together his best bets in a 3-pack for tonight. NBA, NHL, and MLB. His best bet from each sport tonight in a 3-pack. Affordably priced just $39.95. Of course, he does have long-term passes. Here we are on a Monday. The Bookie Buster week is great. 7 days of plays. Get you through the weekend here and weekdays with Rod Zawacky. A lot of baseball, a lot of NBA playoffs, as well as hockey. A good time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass and add a second capper with a 2-for-1 capper promotion. Now, if you're just into the sports, of course, Rob has his NHL rest of the season pass, $125 we still have we still have a lot of hockey left. Two more series after this one.
2 more rounds.
2 more rounds. We're saying we haven't finished this round yet, so there's still a lot of hockey left.
We're lots of hockey left.
Lots of hockey,
Lots
guys.
of
We're
ways
going
to make
probably
money.
till the beginning of July here with the hockey, so get on board with that. It's affordably priced. It's $125 for the remainder of the NHL season here, playoff season for Rod. Put that in your basket while you're over at Rod's page and get on board with it. Of course, a long-term pass is the way to go. We talked about the 7-day pass here on a Monday. You can add a second capper with the 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. Continue to see your success, and we'll talk with you again here tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me, and let's get ourselves a winner tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Rod,
Bragging about our win.
That's right. Bragging about another win from Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Very good to us here in the drive-thru with his free plays. They've been solid. All right, Rod, have a great night. Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Let's continue our coverage here. Tony T flying solo. In case you missed it, Chris is now on the morning shows, and I'll be flying solo here on the drive-thru. I'd like to give some shouts to Latifah. She's been giving shouts out to the guys up here, to the cappers here. Great seeing you in the chat room. And, of course, lots of good stuff going there, guys. So check it out over there inside the chat room. I think Mitch is even mixing it up with some of them out there. So check him out there under Free Picks Big Dogs. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Now, I think it's time for El Ninos now to bring in. El Ninos. Let's go ahead and bring El Ninos. If I'm over at Pick Dogs. Well, Al's put up some really good numbers there. And let's see if we get that YouTube. And, hey, back to you, Latifah. Good hearing from you. And, of course, he gives a shout-out to all the cappers on the show today. All right, let's continue on here. And next up is El Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, where he does great work up there. You check out his hockey numbers. Have been fantastic. Al, what's happening?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing great. Well, they took up the hockey, so you're left with the baseball. But you're doing well in baseball as well. Here we go, 8 Eastern. Astros here to host the Guardians. The Astros here, $1.80 total, 8.5.
So it looks like I have Tristan McKenzie confirmed. You see that too? Because they've been going back and forth all day.
I have that confirmed.
Yeah, I was seeing, who was it, Zach Plesac earlier. I was seeing that too as a probable starter. So I stayed off this as a premium, and I'm kind of glad I did because I would prefer the matchup against Plesac. But I still think we're getting the better team here with the Astros, and we're actually getting a better price now against McKenzie too. So Luis Garcia, he's been pretty decent this season, and as I said, I think they have the better lineup. Cleveland does have some guys that can hit the ball pretty well, but top to bottom, you got to go with the Astros. They have the deeper lineup, and yeah, I think they get the job done here for us. So these lines have come down a bit, as I said. I would definitely take them on the -1 now with this new line, but yeah, we're going with the run line here for the show.
You like the 1.5? You don't like what they call the safe bet, the -1. I hear that a lot in soccer. They give me this.
I like the -1. Yeah.
Yeah, you like the safe.
I'll take the -1 here. Yeah,
the pie gal bet. A lot of pushing with the ones,
especially with the home team in baseball. Yeah, you got to be careful with those home teams and the run lines.
Yeah, you got to always be careful because especially with the Houston. Well, first off, Houston has a really, really good bullpen. Their numbers have been elite. Now, the Guardians have gotten into a funk here. They showed some promise at the plate, but they've lost 6 of 8, and they're having trouble scoring. These Astros, I mean, I don't want to say this too loud. We'll just keep it within this community. I don't want this getting out, but these totals are too high on these Astros games. Way too high. They've been going under a lot. And again, keep this one between everyone in the. Don't get this out too much, guys. Look at the Astros unders. Okay, look at them. Have you looked at them, Ninos?
Yeah, I mean, I know this lineup. As I said, I still think they have a better lineup. They haven't been playing like it, but I mean, I'd be careful betting the unders. I mean, sure, if they've been hitting, that's awesome. But no, this team can definitely turn it on anytime. I mean, they definitely have guys that they can score 8 runs in an inning. I mean, you saw them hit 5 home runs in a row the other day, right?
Well, that was Eovaldi. He gives up 3 home runs per 9 innings, so he's going to give up a lot of home runs. But you look at the Astros, kind of an under machine they've been here. Like I said, don't say this too loud don't be saying this too loud to anybody out there because these 8.5s may be going away at some point. But no. But one thing is that you're getting good starting pitching with the Astros. And what you get also with the Astros is a really good bullpen. I mean, their ERA is about 2.66 at the last check. Yeah, it's a really good bullpen here for the Astros this year. Being very quiet under the radar. Ever since they made those moves, the Astros have been kind of real quiet and not a lot of talk about.
They haven't. They haven't been hitting the opposition's bullpens like they used to either. So
Yeah,
but something to look at for sure.
did you see the
And
numbers
keep
on
track of.
McKenzie? McKenzie's not been bad. He's not,
No, he has good
don't poo-poo
numbers,
this
yeah.
guy. I mean, he's under, his ERA
what
is
I-
under 3. His WHIP is .96. Now I know where you're
That's
going.
what I
You're
said.
going against. I know you're going against the lineup for the Guardians, which has just been terrible. They haven't scored very many runs, and that's where the problem is, with them. But he's dishing ground balls. Tristan McKenzie is getting 26% strikeouts. I don't know. All right, like I said, this is a play really against the Guardians lineup. We said has been kind of weakening up a little bit.
It's not like Garcia's been bad either, but
No. He's
but again,
solid.
yeah, as I said, I would have rather gone against Plesac, but again, I'll still stick with this lineup.
All right, so Ninos here on the Astros run line, -1.5 runs, +115 here against the Guardians. This one will have a start time at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can watch this one over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, now let's go over at Pick Dogs Prim, where you've been putting up some fantastic numbers here in the NHL. 2,644 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs. You can go over to Al's handicapper page, scroll down to Pick History. You can see every play there. It's graded immediately there, so you can track everything up there. All right, we got a couple games in Major League Baseball beginning in minutes here, so that's still 12 on the board for Major League Baseball. We have the 2 hockey, the 1 NBA. And of course, you're showing profit as well as Major League Baseball this season. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I got a 3-pack with my best bet in each sport, and then you can also grab them individually as well if you like. My best bet in each sport eventually, that is. Or better yet, yeah, and get the long-term or 2-for-1 capper specials.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here in NHL and doing great work in MLB. He puts together his alphabets, takes his best bet from each sport, NBA, MLB, NHL, puts it together in a 3-pack, horribly priced, just $40 there. Of course, he does have these plays sold individually if you want to buy them individually. But again, the best bet is the 3-pack, or again, the long-term pass. We talk about the 7-day pass here on Monday. It's pretty good. So get on board here with Ninos, the 7-day pass. All of his premium plays for 7 days. That's all his baseball, all his NHL, all his NBA for that period of time, so you can get on board with it. Of course, if you're just into the season's pass, if you want to bet hockey, he has the rest of the season in from hockey up there. An MLB season pass, affordably priced $500 here. We still have how many months left of baseball? 5.5 months, almost 5.5 months of baseball, because this will also include the playoffs. So that's a good value there on the season pass here from MLB. There's a lot of baseball. Baseball is over when we're into week 7 of the NFL, right? That's think about how long baseball is.
It's probably the sport I have the hardest time controlling myself with the amount of picks I put up. I like a lot of action in the MLB, so yeah, it's a good time to hop on one of those.
Well, because there's a lot of choices. You follow it every day. It's an everyday sport, and of course, as you get to learn over a period of time to appreciate the stats more. when you handicap
definitely
baseball.
A stat-driven sport, absolutely.
Yeah, you appreciate those stats and those smart minds that put together some of these great formulas out there to help us win in baseball. All right, guys, get on board with Ninos. Get that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. I know you contribute a lot to the Pick Dogs. We can see on the weekend shows, right?
That's right. Usually on there every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, right and early, 10 a.m. Eastern, I believe. I don't know. I think I noticed the morning show was a bit earlier today, so we'll have to see if the weekend starting at the same time or not. But I'm sure we'll get it figured out by the weekend.
Yeah, I think it was. I think Brian earlier said 10 a.m., but keep an eye. Just tune in the morning shows, and you'll get the numbers there. That may have been 10 a.m. All right, Al, keep it going, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good one.
We'll talk to you on the recap. Yeah, Ninos here on the drive too. Let's continue on here with the coverage. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. El Ninos will help us out with this one. And if you missed, we did have a pick from the NBA. Someone asked about the NBA. We did have Brad Francis with the NBA pick. We'll cover that one a little later here during the recaps if you missed the plays. Let's continue on here with the show. And it's time for my picks. So let me go ahead and put up my game information right now. We'll be looking at the D-backs and Royals here at 9:40 Eastern time. D-backs $1.10. Total sits here at 8.5. And I'm going to be on this D-back team, taking them here at -110 against the KC Royals. We know Zach Greinke gets the start here. Greinke, 8 starts, ERA about 3.5, WHIP of 1.20. But the issue I have here with Greinke is his contact. He pitches but 9.8% strikeout rate. He's pitching to very high contact. Zach Davies here will get the start. He's a ground ball pitcher. He's getting about 46% ground ball, limited home runs allowed, We just saw the Royals get swept in the 3-game series with the Twins. They've lost 5 of 7. D-backs, again, this is a team that's showing some promise. They've improved here. They won 3 of 4 at the Cubs. They had that big comeback game against them. But you look at these Royals bullpen. And also, Greinke is a pitcher who doesn't go very deep into games this point of his career. So here you go. You're exposing a KC bullpen that has an ERA well over 5 this season. And you got a Diamondbacks team that has shown a lot of improvement. They're at home. I'll take the Diamondbacks here at -110. Hey, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I have a 3-pack over at the site right now. I have my 2 best bets here from baseball and a best bet from the NHL. Yes, I'm delving into NHL. I've had 2 picks, 2 winners. So I'm looking for 3 straight here from the NHL. So get on board with my 3-pack right now over at Pick Dogs. Also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. So you can match me up with with another capper here on that 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match me up with Al. You can match me up with Brian Bitler, with Jovan, Burts, with Brad Francis, Rod Zawacky. 2-for-1 cap from Jovan. 2-for-1 cap promotion is your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. So let's continue here on the show. And time now for our recap. So let's go ahead. And before we get the recap, reminder, guys, subscribe and set notifications so you know the picks before we do the recap. All right, let's continue on here with the show. We're joined here by Ninos right now on our recap. Let's bring up the show picks. All right, we got to start here with Brian. Brian said take the Blues here, +140 against Avalanche. Brad says Celtics -7 against the Heat. Jovan was on Mets, Giants over 7.5. Rod Zawacky, Lightning, Panthers under 6.5. Ninos, Astros run line -1.5 runs, +115 against the Guardians. And yours truly was on the Diamondbacks, -110 here against the Royals. We'll start with, we got his L now, Crystal in the morning. So L, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'll go with the Diamondbacks.
Like the D-backs? Okay. Someone asked me about the Celtics. I like the Celtics as well. You just can't, the numbers just tell you here. The Celtics, after 4 losses in the playoffs, they won all 4. Average margin of victory, 20 points. Okay, 20 points. Heat have not shot well on the road. Remember, they needed those 19 steals. That's really what helped them win that game. But I think the Celtics here coming off a loss. And, of course, the banged-up Heat. We talked about the players that are injured here. Hero not going to play. Lowry's banged up. Butler's banged up. Tucker's banged up. They're going to play. If you see a deficit in the 4th quarter, double digits, 14 points, I don't think you're going to see that miracle comeback. I don't think they're going to bring in those banged up guys. I think they're going to rest them and say, okay, let's get them in Game 5. So that's how I see it playing out here. You get that big lead in the 4th. I'm not going to worry about a Heat comeback or a backdoor cover in this one. I don't think Ninos agrees too much, but all right. It might be a premium. He's not saying.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. All right.
Only one way to find out, Tony.
That's right. And one way to find out is get Ninos' premium because he has a 3-pack with his best bet in the NBA. So check it out. He might just be playing poker with us. We'll see. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our book 8 cappers on the show, giving out live free picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget, it always gets started in the morning time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Then he has his morning show. It's Mitch. It's Chris Ruffalo. It's Brian Bitler with that morning show. A couple shows preceding us, the Soccer Show with Goran and Mitch's Betting Tools show, generating picks from that betting tools of his on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the crew for tonight. Good night to everyone. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you guys again tomorrow.